So I'm not one to talk politics, never have been. I try to stay out of those conversations. I've always respected what everyone feels and thinks. I still do. But I don't think a lot of you understand what's happening in our country right now, mainly because most of you don't live in a sanctioned city. I live in Denver. So the people that are living in these sanctioned cities, we are slowly losing control of our cities. And the government's not doing anything. Governor Polis in Colorado, he is not doing anything about the apartment complex that has been taken over by Venezuelan gang members that have come over illegally. They have robbed 10 gun shops in Denver in the past month. They are strapping up, and this is just the first step. They're seeing what they can get away with. And so far, they've been in this apartment complex for almost a month. The police can't do anything about it. We haven't brought in reinforcements. And they're just living in this apartment complex they overtook, and no one's doing anything. What do you think they're going to do next? They're going to start overtaking more apartment complexes, more buildings, more facilities. What did our country think was going to happen when their time was up in the hotels we provided to them? I had a feeling they were going to start overtaking things, and that's what's starting to happen. It takes a lot to scare me. I've been to third world countries. I've never really been freaked out or nervous. Never thought that I would have to buy a gun to feel safe. And even when I get my gun in a couple days, I
am telling you guys right now, if you're paying attention to the world, you are seeing the fall of the United States. It's that simple. We are headed into warfare. We've been at spiritual warfare for a long time, but now we're actually headed to physical warfare. I'm telling you now, load up on firearms, learn how to garden, learn how to grow your own food, have stockpiles of food, essentials, Band-Aid kits, everything. I'm telling you, it is that time.
So, Americans, prepare yourself. Americans, I don't know if there is anybody who is living in America today who ain't know what's happening today in America. I hope you know what's happening today in America. So, you need to prepare yourself. You need to shift. You need to move. You need to be aware of what's happening. If the land, sell it, move from that country, because that country is going to make you be homeless. Because tell me. Because in the back days, you used to feel America, see them shifting from America, going to Africa for maybe 1 month vacation. I'm going to Australia, to Brazil for 1 month vacation. But now, Americans are moving in mass numbers, are moving for good, are selling their properties, are selling their lands, are selling their cars to move to affordable countries. They want to live affordable life. So Americans who are still there, and they think that maybe sooner or later things will be okay, you should start packing as early as possible. Don't wait to pack when it's too late for you, because you might even lose a lot. So it's up to you to be aware and awake, okay? Awake, and now start building something else, because America is already failing. This is Global Tales. Subscribe below and leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me, is American a lifestyle that we used to see on the TV still there? Tell me yes or no, because this is overwhelming. This is scaring. I have your clips. Let's talk them, and I'll come back and comment on them. Before then, just comment below and tell me what to think about the whole thing of American should prepare themselves. Not only the whites, but even the blacks who are living in America today. They should be prepared. They should be ready for this. They should be ready for anything that is coming their way. Let's watch the video.
The fact that a young man was lynched in the U.S. just yesterday should be the reason why every black person wants to leave the U.S. for good. Like, I'm not talking about, oh, we're just going to vacation. No, like, pack up your shit, sell all your shit, gather some money, get some money straight so you could be good for 2 years before you get your business up and running, and move your asses on to Africa. I know it's not that easy, but this is why a lot of people are leaving. America will never change. It's the same story. We sing in the same song every year about racism, about killings, wrongful police brutality. Why aren't y'all seeing this? And why don't y'all want to leave? Y'all want to continue being hunged and nobody doing anything about it?
Mr. President, I just need to...
American?
White people.
My name is Dylan Blaha, and this message is for every American who's scared right now. I'm a U.S. Army veteran and scientist who served in Afghanistan and Germany. We are living in...
We're Americans. We can't afford universal pre-K or to...
An FBI whistleblower. I'm an immigrant.
And now, 20 minutes ago, Trump is telling the U.S. military to prepare for...
The fact that a young man was lynched in the U.S. just...
Sometimes I wonder if our country thinks that poor people should just die. I say this because our federal minimum wage is $7.25, and even though in a lot of states it's higher than that, right? Like, for example, I'm from New York City, and it's $16.50 right now. Even with that, you would be living in poverty. And I don't think it's crazy to think that people who work minimum wage jobs should not be living at the poverty line. And then they tell the poor to go to college so you don't end up in a minimum wage job. So you go to college, you take out thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And then you work a minimum wage job throughout college to pay for it and interest, right? And then you get out of college even more in debt than you were prior. And then best case scenario, you do get a job straight out of college and then you spend 20 plus years paying it back. Yeah, that definitely does sound like the American dream, and I cannot wait to continue living it.
Instead of Trump thinking on how he should help his country grow, he's developing trade war between America and China. And this will only affect farmers.
So the US and China are in a trade war. Tariffs are expected to exceed 100%. Do you know what this will mean for those of us in the US? Everything will be prohibitively expensive. Some people may not know, but so many of our goods come from China. So many American small businesses get their products from China. This could bankrupt so many of your favorite businesses. If this isn't showing you that Donald Trump has no idea what he's doing, I don't know what does. This is very bad for the U.S. economy. So
Farmers who are investing so much in their farms, buying product, buying those maybe seedlings for their farms, buying what is this called? Fertilizer. You know, American farmers, they tend to have like most of them are tending to have they tend to farm in large scale farming, in a very large scale, a very big land. So you are living in the country whereby you are paying people to work in your farm, and then after harvesting their product, there's no one to buy them. That's why I'm saying that Americans should prepare themselves, because Trump is like planning the next world war that will affect America. The deal of Trump, nobody knows how Trump is thinking. Is he thinking straight, or he's trying to just to destroy you? So Americans should think better, even more than this, because now they know who Trump is, what Trump can do, how Trump cares about them, if he cares for them or not. Because if it was about racism, Trump would be thinking of how he should help the white farmers, but he is not helping the white farmers. Don't care about them anymore. This is control of the government, because I can't say that America is being controlled by the IMF or the World Bank. No, America has money. I don't think there's any country that can be out here trying to control Trump behind the scenes. So America has power to control the countries, but now if the government is controlling people to lose even their lives, that means that the government of US is trying to destroy you. So I'm advising you to pack your things. Don't live for Africa and live for vacation. Live for a fun moment, just to chill out and have a good time, taste our food. No, move from America for good. Pack your things, settle in your land, because there's no life in America anymore. And anybody who is out there planning to move to America, oh God, cancel your plans, because America is going to be difficult. If America is costing the people who are in the country having money billions of money, but it's costing them. Tell me who are you just moving to America as an immigrant to maybe to begin there, to maybe to be working there as an immigrant for some years? Will you be able to, won't be able to live in America anymore. So Americans, people should prepare to move to America. Prepare yourself. Because this ain't coming in a good way. This ain't coming to please you. This ain't coming to make you happy. This is coming to destroy you. Coming to destroy your family. Separating your family from separating you from your kids. You from your parents. So it's better to move to whereby you'll be able to see your family, see your kids, see your wife, see your mother, see your parents. You feel me? So it's Americans' time to choose, to shift. They should be ready for this because Americans voted for Trump. I think that he will give them the best of himself. But now Trump is failing them. Trump is making them suffer. Trump is making them regret. Have you ever had somebody who you believed in him or her and then he fails you? He makes you regret. Why are you still there? Move out of there. Whenever you are on the table where the peace ain't served, respect ain't served on any table, move on that table. Move to the next table where there's respect, there's peace. Americans, it's high time to choose. Keep suffering or move to a better place to have your life. Because maybe God is punishing you on one way or the other. So it's high time to go back to talk to your God.
With things the way they are and how bad that we think it's going to get with all of the economic and political changes going on, you have to dive deep and get your inner hustler to help you through this. We really have not had it that bad as a nation. Probably in my generation, my kids' generation. My parents went through it. They went through the Great Depression. And when I asked my mother about that, she tells me she didn't feel like she was poor. Everybody was in the same boat. Everybody was struggling. And it was normal. We've never really had to face that today. But we're about to. And I think people are scared because they don't know how to live poor. Most of us lived comfortably, or even if you were living check to check, you weren't the kind of poor that you didn't know where your next meal was coming from. I understand some people are homeless and some people are really, really struggling, especially being unemployed. I was unemployed for 7 months recently. But even in that case, I don't think that you had that mentality that this is a lifestyle that you live. We always see it as something temporary and we'll get through it, get out of it, things will get better. But during the time my mother grew up, there was no such thing. That's what you did. That's how you lived. So we're going to have to relearn all those skills again.
This is Global Tales. Subscribe, share, and leave a comment this video. Until next time, peace be with you. I love you.